culture first or performance first? Performance thrives in culture, so culture first.
This one?
Hi, my name is Grainne Maycock and I'm Chief Revenue Officer at Accolade Group. We specialise in helping companies remove language and technology barriers for international growth. Some of the high impact services we specialise in include AI first services, interpreting, translation, data services to train LLM models for language, and global marketing solutions as well as multimedia. We also specialise in regulated industries like healthcare, life science, to help them deliver amazing things to the pharma and med device space. I don't see revenue as a function, but rather as an operating model that connects commercial strategy with board level insight and results. Today I'm excited to talk about leadership in that context from a new angle and what is important for leaders today to empower their teams and to really deliver amazing results for their organization, but also for the people they lead. I'm often asked the difference between a CRO and a CSO, and from my perspective, the Chief Revenue Officer covers and brings together cross-functional elements to deliver revenue for an organization and to scale. The Chief Sales Officer tends to be more focused on the sales elements. And when that's understood, it's a really, really exciting place to be as CRO because you cross every single function, from deciding what you sell, to how you sell it, to how you market, position it, to what the tech stack involved is, and how to motivate the teams who are going to deliver the results. From a modern leadership perspective, things move fast in today's day and age in companies with AI, with all of the pressures that face leaders and face teams. And for me, one of the key things to empower teams is provide simplicity and provide clear missions. What are you asking your team to achieve? How will you measure it? In what timeline do they need to achieve it? And then provide the celebration, because you'll fast move on to the next mission and the next mission and the next mission. It's important for the teams to feel a sense of accomplishment. So in high performance and empowerment, I think simplicity and clarity and measuring what matters is key. There's so much complexity in business. Enabling your teams to clearly understand what you're measuring and how that provides success for the business is important. I often look at data. Some people love it, some people hate it, but for high-performing teams, I think democratizing data and providing every individual with the data and the insights that help them tell their story as a high-performing individual, as part of a high-performing team, is key. So data drives everything. Mergers and acquisitions provide phenomenal opportunity for accelerated growth, but with it comes a lot of challenges. Challenges to integrate brands, challenges to ensure that you're dealing with the emotions of people, some of whom are scared. What does it mean for me? How do I grow my career here? Is it good? Is it bad? From a shareholder perspective, did we make the right acquisition, and are we measuring the synergies and the things that are important that we set out to achieve? Did we achieve them? So again, it goes back to data, but it also goes back to vision. For example, we acquired 13 companies over an 8-year period. So integrating them into one brand, into one clear set of values was key. And ensuring that every person felt part of the new, bigger organization and not just a part of the acquisition that they may have come from. So I think it's important being empathetic to teams, but providing clarity of brand awareness as well. At Accolade, when we think about AI, we're AI first in everything we do. We believe that AI is a tool that helps accelerate your efficiency, whether it's individual efficiency, team efficiency, workflow efficiency. But with it comes a need to educate, empower, and encourage the use. So from a sales perspective, it can accelerate the basic things that sellers have to do in terms of research, in terms of ideal client persona, in terms of outreach, in terms of the baseline for what they're going to talk about. Ensuring that AI is part of every piece of your tech stack is important, but then recognizing the human emotions that go with such a revolutionary change is key. So training, support, celebration of who's leading the charge, who's the ambassador, and I had to bring others along with you because everybody's at a different stage. I think that's key, and showing the successes. Data for AI success is one of my biggest passions recently. Without it, you can't train LLM models. Without it, you can't deliver reliable results to your shareholders. And without it, you can't empower a scalable large sales team. So for us, we have a data team. They're amazing. We also have cross-functional teams that engage with that data team on their needs. So we look at the data we need, we look at the validity of that data, and we have a steerco that engages cross-functional departments in the types of data that others are using and how to inspire and bring everybody up to the same level. Again, democratization of data is the future. Sales Navigator is a core part of our tech stack from a sales engine, sales machine perspective. Already year to date, we have over 7 million euro in real quantifiable, measurable results, and another 1.5 million month to date. So we've used it in different use cases. It's used to power the leads in our outreach strategy. It's used for research of people who are moving companies. It's used for multi-threading. It's used for intelligence and insights. And a big part of our success with that is engaging with training, with the LinkedIn team, with our own Sales Academy trainers, and making sure that everybody feels it's like typing. It's a core part of their day-to-day. It's a core part of how they succeed. When they come in, they open Salesforce, they open Sales Navigator, they open their outreach tools. It's key, it's essential. And how we use that is we measure the results. We measure the usage, we measure the adoption, we measure any licenses not used, and we dig in as to why. And then we measure the results, real revenue results, influenced by or started by Sales Navigator as a tool. I think there's two key words that jump out at me when I think about leadership and personality. For me, trust is an absolute essential part of any relationship, especially one where you're in a position of leadership. And joy, which is often underestimated. You spend a lot of your time at work, you spend a lot of time with your colleagues and with your leaders. You need to feel energized. You need to feel, wow, I had fun today. I did hard things, I overcame hard challenges, I delivered meaningful results, but guess what? I laughed. I had fun. I had a sense of camaraderie, and I figured out a way to do it while laughing, and suddenly I feel amazing and want to do even more. I think one of the things that I remember, I attended a lecture in psychology a long time ago, and one of the things I was left with was the psychological sense of breaking down barriers through joy, through humor. It's very hard to be annoyed or afraid or anxious when you're feeling joyful. So building trust and consistency, knowing that you can trust your leader, they're transparent, they're open, is important. But building a sense of joy and instilling it into the other leaders you're building is key. And then you have a happy workplace and you can do anything. Nothing stands in your way. I think empowering and scaling global sellers is the heart, blood and the oxygen of every organization. Revenue is key, and without sellers being at their utmost efficiency, and that includes empowering them with tools, empowering them with processes, empowering them with measurable insights into how they're doing and where the gaps are, is essential. So we have a sales academy, and we believe in heavy training, not only internally but also with our partners. With LinkedIn and with our other partners, it's essential that we harness the power of continuous learning and being lifelong learners as sellers. We also look at things like leading sales programs, and we pilot how we get the best learning from not only LinkedIn but other sales tools and programs out there, and we celebrate leaders, whether it's through champions and presidents clubs or other things. Quickfire questions. Okay, interesting. Let's go. Leadership inspiration, books or podcasts? Definitely podcasts. Decision style, bold bets or calculated steps? Calculated steps. Growth approach, scale fast or build foundations? Ooh, can I have both? If I have to choose, scale fast. AI adoption, nimble and reactive or structured and deliberate? Structured and deliberate. Leadership involvement, delegate or dive in? Ooh, I like to do both depending on the context, but delegate and empower and validate. Market strategy, risky first mover or fast follower? Can be both, but fast follower. Team focus, culture first or performance first? Performance thrives in culture, so culture first. Innovation strategy, innovate internally or partner externally? Both, but innovate internally. It starts with your innovation and then you can figure out the partners you need. In my early career, I used to focus on getting things done, getting missions done. But one of my earlier mentors, and actually one of my more recent mentors, reminded me that you get things done, you're on your own. You empower an army of people to get things done, you've scaled an organization to succeed. So empower people, invest in people, delegate to people, trust and allow them to make mistakes.